Hello everyone, MarvelDCFan here with another LP, and one that I'm actually super excited about because not only is it one of my favorite games of all time, it is also a redo from my previous attempt, and yeah, if you haven't read the title or seen the pop-ups for it, we are going to be playing through Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year Edition. Well, technically we're playing this on the PlayStation 3. Why am I playing it on the PlayStation 3? Well, I just kind of wanted to do something a little different. This is the version that I played the least, besides the PC version, which, wow, is that a really good version. So I figured for, just, if I was going to do it again, that I'd maybe try it on new hardware and stuff, because, I played this game a bunch on the Xbox 360, so, and PS4 also, so why not just kind of change it up for reasons. But yeah, let's get into the game. So, Arkham Asylum. Man, this is something that I've been familiar with ever since 2008. And it's not for the reasons you think, because if you know me, you would assume that I just found this on the internet, since as a kid I was very internet savvy, like I've mentioned during the Marvel Spider-Man, or not Marvel Spider-Man, Spider-Man the movie game playthrough. Jesus. I'm mixed up in my games here. So I didn't find this on the internet. Actually, I found this out thanks to The Dark Knight, the movie. We got the DVD in December. I remember vividly because it was snowing outside. And I remember the first time, because I never saw The Dark Knight in theaters. I wish I did. I really did. I really did. But I never got to see it in theaters. The first time I watched it was on DVD, and one of the previews was a teaser for the game. And it was just a bunch of quick, flashes of, it was like Batman and Joker breaking out, Batman shattering the glass, and then there was a whole bunch of villains. Batman staring into the the moon, or just the asylum itself, and then it cuts to Killer Croc. Like, that teaser was my first real experience seeing this game, and it terrified the shit out of me. Mainly because of Killer Croc, but just everything. Like the Titan monsters, the goons you were fighting, just the overall aesthetic was very different for me. So, the first time I actually got to play the game was back in 2011, early 2011, because a month prior, as a Christmas present, my family got an Xbox 360. It was meant for everyone, because we all got a game to play on it, but it would eventually be me and my brother that would take up the most time playing on it. Mostly him, because, I just had other things. I had a lot of games I wanted to play on it, but it didn't work out. So I had Shattered Dimensions in December. That game got ruined because the 360 tipped over. We had it standing up, which I know some people were like, that was your first mistake. So the game got ruined, and it was just like, I had nothing else to play. I had my PS2 games, but it was just like, when you get a new console, you don't really want to play on your older system. So we went to the Blockbuster, and I found this game just up for rent, and like, I picked it up and I played it for, I want to say, a month, because it was one of those games that I just, like, once we put it back at the store, like, you just wanted to rent it again, just so you can continue the game. it got to the point where my parents were like, just have the damn game. Like, it's only $10. So they bought me the game, and I did. I played the hell out of this game. I played it to 100% completion. Not specifically with the challenge maps, but more just with everything else. Like, just the story and the Riddler stuff. I played it to 100%. I played it on all difficulties. Played it on easy, normal, hard. And by the time I finished my hard mode playthrough is when Arkham City was out. So, by the time I finished that, and I caught wind of Arkham City, like, I was hooked right away. And then, yeah, for years on end, like, it became one of those things where Arkham City was my favorite game for a long time. And I still think it is, like, the better game between the two, thanks to all the added mechanics and such. But Arkham Asylum there was this charm about it which never ever left me. And now that I'm an adult, coming back to playing these games after, the series is practically done. Well, it's still kind of continuing thanks to the new Suicide Squad game, which isn't out yet, obviously, but it's just, like, this game has been it's always been in the back of my head as the definitive Batman experience. From the story, the characters, like, it's great. I can never get tired of playing this game. I can always come back to it and find something new and, find something really cool about it. But, yeah, it's, I played it, like I've said, I played it on all types of platforms, Xbox, 360, PS4, PS3, PC. It's one of those things where, like, every copy I own now, I have to have, like, 100% file on each of them. Because if there's any Arkham game that, like, I can probably 100%, it's this one. Arkham City is, like, if we're going for true 100%, so it's, like, Riddler, story, and challenge maps, like, this is probably the one I will go back to on all consoles. Arkham City is just kind of bullshit with all the challenge maps and the Riddler stuff. Arkham Knight is just, like, Arkham Knight and Arkham Origins is just repetitive, and Blackgate is, like, that is probably, like, the second easiest to complete, but at the same time, it's just, that game is very dull. So, yeah, but this one, like, is just fun. Like, it's so fun to go back to, and, experience all the great moments. Like this, for example, meeting Killer Croc for the first time. Jeez, what a terrifying figure he is in the Arkham games. Or at least in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Arkham Knight, they changed him drastically, and I didn't care for it. Arkham Origins is weird, too. But, yeah, like, this opening sequence right here, it is slow, granted, but there's a lot of, like, charm to it, which I really like. Yeah, like, it's a fun time for sure. To be honest, I haven't played this, before deciding to do the LP of it. I haven't played this in, like, a couple months, because the last time I played this game all the way through was on PC. When I first got it, because not only was I working on the Marvel stuff, but I was also like, wait, I can actually play the Arkham games. I can play some Steam games and not have it, like, run at complete, total, shit. So I loaded it up on PC, and, like, it was amazing. Playing the game at 60 FPS is now for me the de facto way of playing the game. Like, I still admire the 360 and PS3 version. Like, it still works really well, and still looks really good on those systems, but PC is just, like, if we're talking about the Arkham games, PC is the way to go. But, yeah, it's great. So yeah, we have, this iconic moment here. And yeah, we're almost done with the escort with Joker here. That was one of the parts I was worried about revisiting this, because this part, like this section, takes up a lot of time recording, or within the recording space. I was just like, I don't know how we're gonna manage to get through, like, with it, you know, going through the whole 15 minutes of this. It's not really 15 minutes, but, like, it can feel like that sometimes. And, like, this is most of part 1 anyway, so it's just like, yeah, that's tough. So here we meet Jim Gordon, who is clearly in his, like, mid to late 50s, and he looks like a bodybuilder from the neck down. It is the weirdest thing, and it's made even weirder in the Return to Arkham collection, because, like, his face just looks even worse. Like, they really fucked him up in the remaster. I don't know why, but like, it's just weird. I guess on that note, too, everybody is, like, buffed out and crazy looking. I mean, not even just, like, the main characters, but also just, like, the side characters, too. Everybody is buff. Like, they're just at their buffest. There's not really, like, fat people in this game. Or skinny people. Everybody is robust and massive. It's weird, but it's like I don't mind it, really. And so if you're listening, you can hear the voice cast. They got the voice actors from Batman the Animated Series. So they got Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, and Arlene Sorkin from the animated series, which feels like a no-brainer kind of thing, but, like, it's still nice that they brought him back, even though at the time the DCAU was not really gone, but, like, on hiatus. Okay, so now we have the combat here, and the combat is not as good nowadays, but I still really like it. Like, it can be really stiff, and there's just kind of a lot going against it. But there is some charm in it, in the fact that, like, there wasn't really a lot of games that did something like this. And it's not inherently broken or anything. There are some problems that are, like, distinct mostly with this game. One issue I have in particular is that sometimes Batman can, like, in one punch, he can take out multiple people, and most of the time this really fucks up my combo. So, yeah, that's one of the major issues, but for the most part it still works relatively well. But, yeah. And there's Gordon up in the window there. There's Joker. Yeah, I'm trying to restrain myself, like, to not listen in on the game, because I love the dialogue in this so much. But yeah, it's gonna be hard, but yeah. So now the asylum slowly opens up, and yeah, this is where we're gonna end the part, because trying to keep this around 15 minutes apiece or something like that. You say that, I guess. I don't know. But I am really excited to get back into playing this game, and share my experiences with all of you. But yeah, next time we're going to chase through the asylum, or this building of the asylum, and try and catch the Joker. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share all that fun stuff. Be sure to follow me on all my social media, which you can find in my channel description. So yeah. Also subscribe to my other channels, particularly the review channel, since that is my main source of content. And also be sure to check out the Speaking Nerd podcast, which is just fine and dandy. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Thank you all so much for watching. And of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.